Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video I'll be doing another review for a movie that I've seen on Now TV. This is called The Incredibles 2. In the last video I did a review for The Incredibles, which I'll leave a link to down below. Of course, there's going to be spoilers in this review, so without further ado, let's get on with it. So this film was released on the 13th of July 2018, so it's been 14 years difference between the first film and the second film. Directed again by Brad Bird, a Disney Pixar film. It's got a 4.5-star rating. Watched it on 9th of June, same time as The Incredibles. So we've got new cast members, new characters, and also some changes with some old cast members who played some characters in the first film. So like Hook Milner now plays Dash instead of Spencer Fox. We've got Sophia Bush, who plays new superhero Void, who creates these portals. And we've got some other ones as well. We've got Catherine Keener, who plays Evelyn Deaver, who's related to Bob Odenkirk, who plays Winston Deaver. And basically they're wanting to make superheroes legal again by putting cameras on them to make sure people see their every move. Catherine Keener has been in many films like 40-Year-Old Virgin, Get Out, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, that I can remember. We've got Bill Wise, who plays evil villain Screenslaver, and he's also a pizza guy. We've got Usher, who I think plays the crushing superhero. I'm not too sure. There was this new look on the castle at the start. It was like red, whatever. And then, in the first film, I forgot to mention Michael Bird, who plays Tony Reisinger, who's the love interest to Violet Parr. And we see at the start, he's being interrogated, interviewed in dark light. And basically, he was saying he saw Violet in the suit. And we've got Rick Dicker, who's the guy who's interviewing, who's played by Jonathan Banks. But in the last film, it was played by Bud Luckley, who sadly passed away in 2018, just before this film was airing or something. So he wasn't credited or something in this film. So yeah, Bob told someone, Rick, about Tony seeing Violet without the suit, whatever, saying, can you erase his memory, whatever. And, well, it erased his whole memory, and, Violet was like, hey, you missed the thing. But, Tony was like, who are you, whatever. We see the Underminers back, so John Ratzenberger is in this film again. Frozone was approached by Winston, saying, you could be better, whatever. And then eventually the Parrs were staying at Winston's old house. Elastigirl got a new suit, this grey suit, and a new bike as well. Bus right round instead of playing. She was like, you better if you do whatever thingy, I'll turn this bus right round. But they were in a plane. Weird. Jack smacked Bob when he was falling asleep instead of him. The driver on the train, basically there was this unveil of a train, but it was going backwards, and the driver was under this screen blank, and basically the screenslaver uses hypnosis on a screen to make people forget, just stand there and looking at the screen. So we see the name, the Screenslaver, so it was welcome back Elastigirl, the Screenslaver. Jack we can see now can go through walls. He has laser eyes. He has this jelly substance. He can duplicate. There's loads of other stuff. Violet got ice cream. She was invisible. Got ice cream from the fridge because the Tony trouble. He doesn't know Violet. Forgot about the date they had. Tony looks a lot different as well than in the first film. Stretch her leg we hear to Elastigirl. Well, she can stretch. Chad was interviewing Elastigirl, and then all of a sudden he was getting controlled by a Screenslaver. And then we hear boys are jerks and superheroes suck. And then Dash was like, is she having adolescence? Basically puberty. Screenslaver was still out there. Violet put like water through her nose. Basically, they went to Tony's workplace. You know, Bob tried to get her to know Violet, whatever. So it was Happy Platter, it was called. They were doing a broadcast over the phone with Chad, and then Screensaver, of course, interrupts, and then Elastigirl was trying to find where it was. As she found the location, it was like, I am, and then it just went quiet, because he was like, oh, I hear someone, well, I'm going to hide. And then she was like finding all this stuff, of like, you know, using spirals to make people fall into hypnosis. And then there was this like model with like these goggles, and then he's here, find anything, and then Screensaver locks his door, all these spirals on the wall. So he had these goggles to protect him or something, I think. But like Elastigirl was fighting blind, because if she would have opened her eyes, then she would have been in control. Eventually caught Sleever, but maybe not the one. Who knows? Bob was then growing some beard. Mr. Incredible's car, we thought it was destroyed, but then it was showing something in this auction room. Then it showed that I Don't Think So from the first film, from Elastigirl. And then also we find Jack can change into anyone, as we see Edna. He changed into Edna. Bob left the baby with Edna. And then we see leaders from more than 100 countries to make superheroes legal again. Elastigirl saw that one of Screensaver's monitors, when she was fighting with Evelyn, was tuned into her suit cam, and it was saying it was a closed circuit, the suit. So she was then thinking, hang on a minute, you know, like the pizza guy had these goggles which had a screen on them, and that means, you know, someone else is doing this. So then if Evelyn put goggles on Elastigirl, I was like, well done. Bob got his sleep back. Jack can get into the secret room now that, you know, Edna has these testing things. Evelyn wants to make superheroes legal forever. Evelyn called Mr. Incredible, asking Elastigirl's in trouble, she needs to help, whatever. But then eventually he's under control as well. Other superheroes in control of her as well. Frozone by the other superhero, you know, like the bird, Void, them ones. The car can turn into a boat, we found out. Violet nearly had goggles put on her, but then eventually, like, we took them off. Where am I? Oh yeah. And then Jack took the goggles off Elastigirl by doing this moving thing of something. And then Elastigirl and others, they just like broke them. Evelyn got locked up. The superheroes have been restored. And then we can get even closer. Because then we see they're going to a cinema, but then there's some crime going on. Who knows? There could be a second film. I don't know. And then there was the same sort of ending, you know, the music, running, animations. So yeah, I would give this film 5 stars as well. Absolutely great. I also have seen this film before. If I can remember, I think it was on the 10th of August 2018. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.